Hi friends, welcome to the study of the next river, that is the Brahmaputra river. Exam wise, this river is the smallest of all the river. Exam wise I am saying, you don't have to study much in the Brahmaputra river. The questions here will be very simple. Don't do all the tributaries, just focus on the tributaries which I am doing in the class. And how is the nature of a Brahmaputra river? We know that the Brahmaputra river, we have done in the Brahmaputra plains, that the Brahmaputra river channel is an example of an highly braided channel. Why? Because of the excess meandering of a Brahmaputra river, and also because of the huge flow of a Brahmaputra river. Now if you look at the Brahmaputra river originates from the Chemangdung glacier region, from the Mount Kailash range. This is the Mount Kailash range. There is a glacier which is known as a Chemangdung glacier. So it originates from the Chemangdung glacier region and flows in a straight Indo-Sanko suture zone. After originating, it flows in a, we can say, surprisingly a straight path in the Tibetan region or in the China region. In this region, it is known as the river Sanko. It is known as river Sanko. In this zone between the Great Himalayas and the Trans Himalayas, Kailash range is a range of Trans Himalayas and the Greater Himalayas, the river Brahmaputra or river Sanko river Brahmaputra or river Sanko flows through Indo-Sanko suture zone or ITSZ in Tibet. Initially, it flows through the Indo-Sanko suture zone or ITSZ in the Tibet. Where have we done the ITSZ or the Indo-Sanko suture zone? If you remember, we did it between the Tibetan Plateau region and the Greater Himalayas. I told you there is a zone which is known as an Indo-Sanko suture zone. So this is a region that is the Indo-Sanko suture zone, that is between the Kailash range and between the Greater Himalayas. After flowing through the Indo-Sanko suture zone, it suddenly takes a southern southward bend near Namcha Barwa. It takes a sudden southward bend near Namcha Barwa. Now why does it take a sudden southward bend? We have done it. Why does river Indus or river Brahmaputra takes a sudden southward bend? That is because of the syntaxial bend in the Himalayas. So it takes sudden southward bend and then it enters the state of Arunachal Pradesh. After taking the sudden southward bend, it enters the state of Arunachal Pradesh. There the river Brahmaputra is, in this region, the river Brahmaputra is known as river Dihang. It is known as river Dihang. It is known as river Dihang in this region. So the Brahmaputra ka second name is Dihang. First name was Sanko. Dihang in which state? It is known as the Dihang in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. In the state of Arunachal. And how does it enter India when it enters Arunachal Pradesh? It enters India through a series of waterfalls, and that is Arunachal Pradesh. We have done it, lies in the mountainous Himalayas. There are Shivalik ranges also. There are the middle Himalayas also, great Himalayas also. That means the state of Arunachal Pradesh is highly mountainous in character. And when any river enters such a highly mountainous region, it will start flowing through an waterfall. and therefore waterfall, when the water is falling from a great heights, uska kinetic energy is very high, and we can utilize this kinetic energy for generation of power, and that is generation of hydroelectricity. And therefore, the state of Arunachal Pradesh has the highest hydroelectric potential in India. It has the highest hydroelectric, what I am saying, potential, not generation, potential. We have not high potential because we have not been used to trap this benefit. We have not been used to take help of this benefit. And then it starts and it enters the plains of Assam. In the plains of Assam, because it flows through a narrow region between the hills of the Himalayas and between the hills of the Peninsular Plateau, and this river then starts meandering. It starts meandering, it starts changing its course, and such as a result giving rise to an highly braided channel. It starts meandering, it starts shifting its course, giving rise to highly braided channel. And then after that it enters Bangladesh. It enters Bangladesh as which river? As river Jamuna. So here it is known as Brahmaputra. And after that it enters Bangladesh as river Jamuna. It enters Bangladesh as river Jamuna. Now some of the important tributaries of river Brahmaputra are, see, there are numerous tributaries of river Brahmaputra, but I will do only some of the very important tributaries. The important tributaries of river Brahmaputra, that is river Dihang, in the state of Assam, are the rivers Debang, it is river Dibang, and South May river Lohit, and river Lohit. So it is Debang river and river Lohit. So these are the two important tributaries of river Brahmaputra. Debang and Lohit are the tributaries of Brahmaputra in Arunachal Pradesh. Now in Arunachal Pradesh, what is the name of Brahmaputra? Dihang. So can we say Debang and Lohit are the important tributaries of river Dihang? Yes. Debang and Lohit are the important tributaries of river Dihang, or the important tributaries of river Dihang. The other important tributary of river Brahmaputra, you can see in the atlas here. Open this page of the atlas and you can see here there is river Subansiri. Why I am doing it? Because there is an hydroelectric power project on the river Subansiri. So the other important tributary which rises in the Himalayas is river Subansiri. So remember, Subansiri is an Himalayan tributary of river Brahmaputra. After Subansiri, the other important tributary, can you find a smaller river here known as Kaming? The other important tributary is Kaming. Again an Himalayan tributary. And lastly, the important tributary here in this region is river Manas. Manas and Mora Manas. This is an important tributary which enters India through Bhutan. River Manas. After river Manas, the last tributary of river Brahmaputra, which initially was the tributary of river Ganga, but now has been captured by river Brahmaputra, is river Teesta. So, which are the Himalayan tributaries of river Brahmaputra? Debang, Lohit, Subansiri, Kaming, Manas and Teesta. For exam point of view, remember Teesta is very important because there is a water sharing agreement. This Teesta river is continuously, it will be in the news because there has been, there is a need for water sharing agreement between India and Bangladesh, or Teesta Water Treaty is between India and Bangladesh. It is also written as TEESTA, Teesta Water Treaty. Between which two rivers? Between which two countries? Between India and Bangladesh. If you remember the capturing of a river, we have done the river Teesta already, in the sense that it was initially a tributary of which river? Ganga. But now it has been captured by river Brahmaputra. It is an example of a river capture. It's an example of a river capture. How river capture? Because Teesta was a tributary of river Ganga. Now it is the tributary of river Brahmaputra. After that, what is important about river Manas? If you know that in the Assam region, that this is the Assam region has two important national parks. One is the Manas National Park and the other is the nearby is the Kaziranga National Park. So this national park is the Manas National Park. NP means national park. While the national park to the south is this national park is the Kaziranga National Park. Now, if the UPSC may ask you to confuse a question that river Manas flows through which national park? Through a Manas National Park or through Kaziranga National Park or through both? Now, you can see here from the map, I have shown you Manas river flows only through the Manas National Park. Kaziranga National Park is after much gap. So remember, Manas river flows through Manas National Park, and the Manas National Park is famous for tigers. But it is also famous for one critically endangered species in India, that is the pygmy hog. Pygmy hog. Pygmy hog is the world's smallest pig. I'll rub this now. World's smallest pig. Found in Assam. Found in Assam. It is the world's smallest pig found in Assam. Pygmy hog, critically endangered species by IUCN, which publishes Red Data Book. Do your environment ecology in sync with the geography. That Red Data Book, which is published by IUCN, it is a body which publishes the list of critically endangered and vulnerable species. So in this, pygmy hog, which is found only in Assam, that is, it is endemic. Endemic means jahan se it is found. So it is found only in Assam, and this pygmy hog is the world's smallest pig. Second question, Manas National Park say which river flows? The river which flows through the Manas National Park is the Manas river itself. Then the next national park is the Kaziranga National Park. Why is this Kaziranga National Park famous? The Kaziranga National Park is famous for one-horned rhino. One-horned rhino in India. The one-horned rhino, obviously there are tigers, there are elephants also found in this region, but it is more famous for one-horned rhino. Which river flows through the Kaziranga National Park? Is it touching blue color? Yes. River Brahmaputra flows through the Kaziranga National Park. Kaziranga National Park mein se Brahmaputra flows, and the Manas National Park mein se Manas river flows. Remember, again I am repeating, Manas river does not flow through the Kaziranga National Park. Subansari, on Subansari we have hydroelectric power plants, while Dihang is the name of a river Brahmaputra in Assam. In Arunachal Pradesh, and Dibang and Lohit are its important tributaries. Yahan pe the river is coming down, making numerous waterfalls from the mountainous slope. If I ask you one science and technology question, waterfall is in the waterfall or in the below the waterfall, we can put turbines and we can generate electricity. That is fine. So waterfalls are the ideal site for hydroelectric power generation. Hydroelectric power means the power which comes from water. Hydroelectric power generation. Now I want to ask you one question. In HEP generation, the river ka kinetic energy is high or the potential energy is high? What do you mean by kinetic energy? The energy which is present in the movement. In a simple words, I am not going too much into technicalities. So in hydroelectricity, we use the kinetic energy of a river because the river is already moving. It has high energy and we are using it. We are not using the potential energy because river is not still. It is already moving. So in yahan pe Arunachal Pradesh has the highest potential of hydroelectric power generation in India. Now come to the southern part, and you can see in the atlas the southern part. The important tributaries of river Brahmaputra in the southern part is Diku. River Diku. Is river Diku. Could you find river Diku? Then the another important tributary is river Dhansiri. Is the river Dhansiri. Is the river Dhansiri. And the last tributary, which if you want to remember for the examination, is river Kalang. But is the river Kalang. It's river Kalang. What are the important cities which are located on the Assam? You have the, what is the capital of Assam? Guwahati or Dispur? The capital is, what is the capital? Capital is Guwahati or Dispur? You find it, it is a very simple question. I won't tell you what is the capital. If you don't know, please find out what is the capital. You can see even in that class and find out what the capital is. The largest city of Assam is Guwahati. Guwahati is located on river Brahmaputra. Guwahati is located on river Brahmaputra. The other important city is Tejpur, is located on river Brahmaputra. Tejpur is important because our Sukhoi, it is one of the area of a Sukhoi air base in India. Sukhoi is kept in Tejpur. If you remember, fine. Or even if you don't remember, I leave it to you. But what is the most important thing about Brahmaputra is the island which is known as an Majoli Island. It is known as Majoli Island. Majoli Island in Jorhat district of Assam. Is located on river Brahmaputra. क्या खासियत है मजोली आइलैंड की? It is the second largest riverine island in the world, and it is the largest riverine island in India. So Majoli Island is located here. So this is about the river Brahmaputra. River Brahmaputra, it's again we will repeat, it originates from the Chemayung-Dung glacier in the Kailas range. It flows through Indo-Sangpo suture zone. Here in China or in Tibet, which is a part of China, it is known as river Sangpo. Due to the syntaxial bend in the Himalayas, it takes sudden southward bend to enter Dihang, to enter as river Dihang in Arunachal Pradesh. It is known as the river Dihang. The important tributaries here are Debang and Lohit. Then it enters the plains of Assam and it starts meandering, and therefore this river channel is known as highly braided channel. It is highly braided channel, B-R-A-I-D-E-D, braided channel. In the region of highly braided channel, in this region, it makes numerous islands, out of which Majuli Island in the Jorhat district of Assam is the largest river island in India. And there are in this narrow region, river Brahmaputra is fed by numerous rivers. Why? Because यहाँ पे this entire Meghalaya region, Garo Khasi Jaintia Hill region, this region is a region of very, very heavy rainfall. This is also a region of very heavy rainfall, and therefore river Brahmaputra is famous for floods in Assam, and therefore it is known as a sorrow of Assam, because it causes numerous annual floods in Assam. There is a large problem of floods in Assam. After that, river Brahmaputra takes a southward bend to enter as river Jamuna in Bangladesh. Then river Jamuna is joined by river Ganga, and they form the biggest delta in the world, that is Ganga Brahmaputra delta or Meghna delta or Padma Jamuna delta region. There are some of the important tributaries which originate in the Himalayan regions are Subansiri. Remember Subansiri hydroelectric power project. After that Kameng. After that Manas, which flows through the Manas National Park. Manas National Park along with the Kaziranga National Park are hotspots of India. Manas National Park has tigers. It also has rhino, but it is more famous for pygmy hawk, which is a critically endangered species in India and in the IUCN Red Data book, and it is the smallest pig in the world. Kaziranga National Park, which is located on the banks, or we can say, the southern boundary of the Kaziranga National Park is made by river Brahmaputra, and it is famous for one-horned rhino and tiger population. Guwahati, the biggest city of Assam, is located on river Brahmaputra. Some of the tributaries which originate in the peninsular region or which originates on the southern side are Dhiku, Dhansiri and Kalang. I am giving you a choice if to remember Dhansiri or Kalang, but I am giving you a choice, to remember, if you have a choice, if you want to remember Kalang, you remember. But remember the tributaries of Dhansiri, remember the tributary of Dhiku, remember Lohit, remember Debang, remember Subansiri, remember Manas, and remember Kameng. So this is the Kameng. So what are the tributaries of the river Brahmaputra? We will go clockwise. Manas के बाद के Kameng, repeat with me. The important tributaries of river Brahmaputra, not only Manas, repeat with me. The important tributary of river Brahmaputra start here. Tista is the most important tributary of river Brahmaputra. It is an example of river capture. It is a bone of contention between India and Bangladesh. And Tista was initially a tributary of river Ganga. Now it has been captured by river Brahmaputra. We will do the tributaries clockwise. Repeat with me. Tista is a tributary of Brahmaputra. Manas, Kameng, Subansiri. These are the tributaries of Brahmaputra. Uske baad Dibang, Lohit, Dhiku, Dhansiri. So you can see the names by itself. You can mark the important tributaries of river Brahmaputra are. Majuli Island in the Jorhat district of Assam lies in the Brahmaputra. It is an example of highly braided river. Now, not only this, here can you find Here you will find a city which is known as Dhubri. Here you will find a city which is known as Dhubri. And here there is a city which is known as Sadia. Which is known as Sadia. The stretch of river Brahmaputra between Sadia to Dhubri is navigable, and the Sadia to Dhubri stretch, which I am drawing as a line, is declared as National Waterway 2. So remember, on river Brahmaputra, a stretch between Sadia in Assam to Dhubri in Assam is declared as National Waterway 2. Is declared as a National Waterway 2. Sadia to Dhubri in Assam is declared as a National Waterway. So these are the important points of river Brahmaputra. Focus on Brahmaputra. Tista, Manas, Kameng, Subinsiri, Dhansiri, Diku. See, these names are there, which you should not. Tista, you can remember, it is an example of a river which comes from Sikkim, joins river Brahmaputra. Never forget Tista, because you remember as if Tista has been snatched away by Brahmaputra from river Ganga. Uske baad Manas National Park, Assam. So Manas is a tributary of river Brahmaputra, which is the most important river of Assam. Uske baad, see the names, Kameng, Kalang. So these are the rhyming names. Remember, they are the tributaries of Brahmaputra. Subansiri, Dhansiri. Siri wale, both the names are tributary of Brahmaputra. Debang, Lohit. Debang, Dihang. Dihang is Brahmaputra, Debang is its tributary. Remember, Lohit. Diku itself, the name itself sounds like a northeastern name, so remember that Diku is also a tributary of river Brahmaputra. Examination से एक दिन पहले कहाँ focus करोगे? Manas, Tista, Subinsiri, Dhansiri. These are the 4 rivers you should focus before the examination. Majoli Island is an island on the river Brahmaputra. Is it a World Heritage Site or not? No, it is not a World Heritage Site. Okay, so this is all about Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra is famous for floods in Assam, and this channel is known as highly braided. National Waterway 2. National Waterway 1 is in the Ganga River. National Waterway 2 lies between Sadia in Assam to Dhubri in Assam. That is, you can, just like national highways, these are national waterways. Okay, so this is about the Brahmaputra river. Revise this, draw this map in your book, and we'll meet soon with the next river system. Thank you very much.